Our wayward heroes find themselves deep underground in an attempt to find the last Bernstein brothers. They've discovered that they're not only up against the politicians and power brokers of Detroit, but have realized that there are more mimics than they had expected. How many more powered people are in their midst? Who can they trust? How will they know if they can even trust themselves? Listen in as we continue the story of Renaissance City.
Previously in the salt mines.
Do it. Give us the recap, Chris.
Yeah, good luck.
King's walking around a cave with some other dudes, and like they fucking get stuck in a room, and like they keep going through doors and killing motherfuckers, but like don't know where they are.
So selfish.
And
your recap is just that King was doing something.
That's my life, bro. I only have 2 eyes, and I'm looking through them. Wait, I've got 4, but only 2 at a time. So
that is the epitome of Chris freedom and how he processes information not only in this game but in the world.
Listen, it's a simple life, but I don't have any choice but to live it.
It's fair.
I'm not trying to denigrate your choices or any of those things. It is a perfect little package wrapped up with a beautiful bow. It's fantastic.
It is what I am.
Yes. So that's our recap. Fantastic. Nobody else needs to know anything about where we are or any of the rest.
So,
nothing you discovered.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't remember any of it.
Just so I remember. So King and 2 people presumably connected to him in some way.
The fact remains that in like the last 3 episodes, I've gotten your names reversed. So like, I don't fucking know what anybody's fucking name is.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, King flashes in, and half the time he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
No.
I mean, here's the 2 dudes. You know, they seem familiar. We're fighting on the same side.
Right? That's true.
I mean, really? I mean, is that really a stretch? Like, that's really what's fucking going on
No,
here.
it's fair.
If King were to give a recap, like he just gave that shit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
it's
you're
100% accurate. You are in a study of some sort, right? There are 6 round tables in the room with chairs. You have been poring over files and books.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all that.
Yeah, we know.
That's exciting. I forgot all about that stuff.
Do you want me to recap all of the wild things that you have discovered while down in the salt mines?
We discovered that Alexander Hamilton was already dead.
Griffith.
Alexander Hamilton has been dead for several century or about a century at this point. A little over a century at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
Aren't years.
Alexander Griffin was already dead when we interacted with him, and he freaking checked our asses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the mind-blowing mic drop.
That was the major revelation, that he is a mimic.
Right.
The version of him we know is a mimic.
Yeah.
And it also like begs the question, like, who else do we know are mimics that are part of this now? Like, immediately Shade is like, is my dad a mimic?
Right.
Like, that's what goes through his
We came full circle, and King and Ramen both brought back up the idea that we should go kidnap the mayor just to make sure it's legit the mayor.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Back to kidnap the mayor again.
Well, I mean, speaking to that point, there was a power coup. There was a coup in the mayoral office, and Doramus was put into power after the former mayor was ousted, and Alexander Griffin came into prominent positions as chief of staff, and then now as the head of the guard over the last 5 to 6 months.
Right.
So the three of you find yourself in a room. Shadow, you have added the journal to one of your multiple pouches / belt bags.
Fanny pack.
Oh no! Did it end up? It might have ended up in the pubic pocket. I think it did.
I think it was in King's pubic pocket.
It's in the
Yeah, I think you had to reach in and grab it out, and you did so unexpectedly. But yeah, I think it might have ended up in the pubic pocket.
as many things do.
So many.
I'm not sure if it was table talk or not, but Ramen, you had a concern. You brought up a point last time.
We need to have a signal.
Right.
We get separated. We need to have a signal, a code word signal, something so random nobody's going to say it.
Epiglottopotamus.
Hey, it's me. If I say, "Hey, it's me,"
Oh, that's it. That's got to be it right there. Hey guys, it's me.
hey, it's me.
I think we should power walk exactly 12 feet.
Not 12 steps.
Yeah, 12 steps.
12 feet.
12 feet.
12
Right.
feet. Precisely.
Precisely 12 feet from wherever you are.
I don't know how practical that is.
And you got to name your favorite hat.
Well, there's our word. Lanyap. No, lanyap is our word.
There you
It's a
go.
reference to the lanyap. That's it.
That's it. Lanyap.
Hey, it's me. It's not it.
I don't know.
Sorry, Raymond. It's too common. Lanyap.
Right. The lanyard. I better write that down. Code word.
Fellas, this document says that Alexander Griffith was a mimic. Think about who else might be mimics. My father. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do.
Shade. The president of the United States could be a mimic. There's been an infestation. You think Detroit's the only place they're at?
I hope so, Raymond. I hope so. I hope that if that is the case, we can stop it before it gets that far.
Guys, they have attendants in Des Moines.
You mean that as retail models? They have retail model attendants.
I mean, I have to assume if they can ship retail models, they can ship underground fucking other models as well.
We need a way to force them into their natural shape. You know what I mean? That gray.
Yeah.
If we could find a way to like trigger them or see a flash or something, like I'm thinking,
Kill them.
well, yes, but what if they're not? What if they're not? What if it's somebody that we don't want to kill?
Right.
You know, maybe your counterpart King might be able to do something with his mind.
Maybe.
I don't know.
They don't seem to smell any different than the thing they're mimicking.
No?
I've noticed that. The smell signature is the same as the person they're mimicking.
Do you remember when we fought the one on the roof on the island? When we knocked them out, they transformed back. So maybe if we could devise some sort of gas agent or, you know, something that if we wanted to be delicate, we could knock somebody out and test if they were mimics or not.
It's a little bit complex, but
You just run around and chloroform everybody. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just punch them and knock them out.
I know, but if they're not, you know, if my dad is not a mimic, I don't necessarily want you to punch him out.
Right.
He would feel better knowing that we checked.
I mean, that might be true when it all is said and done, but nonetheless, it just makes me wonder. I mean, is anybody down here themselves? Are the Bernstein's mimics?
Like, I wish we knew more about how a mimic works. Like, I mean, it just seems like there's probably some way to influence a change. I just don't know.
Well, let's go find us some Bernsteins. We have something to accomplish today.
Do you think there's any more in here we need to go find?
Any more documents?
I mean, are you just talking about continuing to explore this mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting to the Bernsteins.
Yeah, let's do that.
Finishing what we started.
Yeah, I don't want to go up those stairs again. Smells like oranges.
It does.
I don't have any oranges. It's just going to make me hungry for them.
So are you going to go back up the stairs and out of this room and back through that secret passage? You going through the other door that's on the far side of this room?
I think we're continuing forward.
Down deeper? Okay.
Yeah, let's continue down this secret path.
Okay. You go to the door on the far end of the room. Who's going to the door? What are you doing?
I think King or Ramen, one of you guys should take the lead here in case we encounter any mimics. Quick first strike.
Just blast it and kill everything in there.
Either that or I'll lead covertly and you guys follow. But
No, I think let's let Raymond take the lead on this one and see what happens.
All right. Let's kung fu kick that door off the hinges.
Roll might.
Martial arts?
Roll martial arts.
Ooh, stink. All right, hold on. 3 dice.
You blast through the door. It completely shatters into splinters. You break the frame out loud. The crack of the wood.
It's a wooden door.
Yes. The crack of the wood echoing down up the stairs and through this room and probably down through the cavern that you walked through.
And a scary sound to hear in a mine.
Inside the room, it's the same stone floor. There is a large desk. It's almost like a personal office of some sort.
Ooh.
Dark wood shelves, teak tables, rows and rows of books, more files, more ledgers.
Anything good to steal?
We're getting there. Lining the ceiling, lining the top of the bookshelves, placed in scenes as if they were out in the wild, or multiple taxidermied animals. Some North American native, some South American native, some native to Southern Africa.
Some big shelves then.
They're mostly smaller animals.
Gotcha.
Various birds, interesting mammals of sorts, lemurs, and
Tasmanian tiger.
Even some reptiles. There's a red panda. There are pheasant.
Is that any sort of clue to anybody?
In one corner of the room is a tiki statue that's about 6.5 feet tall. Very intricate.
What's it made of?
Wood of some sort. It's carved with 3 separate masks. It's a humanoid, and then there is the central mask. The central mask is triangular and has a smiling face carved into it. The mask on the left it's a round front, but is rectangular in shape, and has an open mouth with what seem to be sharp teeth, and fierce cut eyes. And the mask on the right is cut in a more feminine shape, with a closed mouth and one winking eye. But the eye that's open has an intricate pattern carved around the outside of it, almost like a constellation of stars. And on the opposite corner behind the desk is another statue. It's white marble, likely Greco-Roman, of a woman, one breast exposed, a long toga to the floor, her hair pulled up behind her. The desk itself has there's a small device with some what looks like almost like typewriter keys kind of embedded into the face of it. It's like a small box that's maybe 4 inches by 6 inches and, about probably 3 inches high. But the symbols on the keys are not anything that you're immediately familiar with. There doesn't seem to be any wires attached to it. And an empty chair. What do you do?
There was far too many details about those statues for them not to come to life and kick our ass.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Nope.
So if Shadow can see the office from the hallway, then definitely want to go investigate.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Do I see the same things that you described?
Yeah.
Presumably.
This is all out in the open. None of it's hidden. None of it's
unless he beats me to it, I want to grab that calculator computer looking device.
Well, Raymond had said what's good to steal. So
right, that's what I'm saying. If he's not going to swipe it, then I'm going
to let Raymond decide first what he's interested in. And if none of those things interest him, then he can roll an investigation and find something and make it up himself. How many more dodo eggs?
Booyah. Let's go investigation. 0. Nothing that isn't out in the open.
Nothing that isn't. Yeah, you don't find anything that sparks your fancy that isn't already out in the open.
Okay, so there's a mounted trout on the wall, and there's this fishing hat with handmade lures on it. He's gonna take it.
The hat and the lures, or the trout?
No, not the trout. What do you do with the trout?
Bludgeon somebody to death with it. That's what Raymond does with all of his found objects.
Stick it in their eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find a way to brutally murder someone. That's what Raymond does.
So, scored a fishing hat.
Guys, we need to figure out whose office this was or is.
Demon Shade.
Yes.
Roll investigation.
And I also specifically want to look through every drawer in the desk.
Yes, I assume as much.
3 total.
The desk has a few personal items, or what seem to be personal items. The things that stand out to Demon Shade. There is a letter opener. The handle is carved from ivory. You have seen something very similar.
Right.
In your own home.
Yeah. In Dad's office. I'm going to swipe that. I want to grab the computer thing, and I want to put on the mask with the sharp teeth.
You can't remove the mask?
Oh, I can't. Okay.
It's all one large tiki statue.
Oh, it's a statue. I thought I was wearing a mask, and that was the mask.
No, it's just 3. There are 3 heads.
Got it.
And those are the masks that were.
And you know what I mean? And a mask, representing each of those heads.
I see. All right. Well, I want to go just check out that statue a little closer. I'm kind of fascinated by it.
Blow it up.
Hey, Demon Shade.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there. The last time I was around statues, they came alive. Just be on your ready.
I clutch the new letter opener in my hand as I approach it.
What?
You get up close to it. You would guess that this is some sort of ancient isn't the right word, but very old piece. You're not familiar with any of the iconography. You can see, just the general wear, but it's also been taken very good care of on top of it.
Can I look closer at this device?
Yes.
So I want to like press, like search around for it. Does it look like I can find something that looks like it might activate it?
Oh shit.
There are 15 keys, all with various symbols.
That could be a bomb.
It's a typewriter. Stars.
Are you just going to start randomly pressing buttons?
No, not yet. I was really more looking around to see if there was like a toggle or something that wasn't a key.
No, there is not.
Okay.
Roll intellect.
Everybody?
Yes.
Just him or all of us?
No, everybody.
Come on, baby. Hot dice.
2.
Oh, yeah. Hot dice. 3.
3 for shade.
You all, in your own way, recognize that the wood of that statue seems to be the same wood that box, that keypad box is made from.
Ooh. Those are cut from the same tree.
Is that wood also represented in any of the
furniture or any of that in the room?
That or the taxidermy? Like, are they on stands that are made of that wood, for example?
Roll perception.
I want to see the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total.
No, there's nothing else in the room that seems to be of the same wood.
Okay, just the keypad and the statues.
The keypad and the one statue.
The one set.
The other statue is made of marble.
Marble, yeah.
Right.
Hey, Shade, have you pushed those buttons yet?
No, I haven't yet. Should we?
What do you think it is?
Well, it's made of the same wood as that statue. We've all seen statues come to life, so maybe this controls it.
I say give it a shot.
King, get ready to smash that statue.
Ramen,
Yeah.
these symbols, they may not even be of Earth. Do they mean anything to you?
Ooh, I'll give him a look. Intellect.
Yes, roll intellect.
It's like
2.
they mean intellect? What?
Yes. The combination of them all means intellect.
Intellect.
Mind blown. Wow.
Shit. It's been about 30 minutes.
Oh, shit. They look familiar to me?
They do not.
Okay. Never seen them.
King, I need you to roll willpower.
3.
You see a flash of white. And when what would normally be a purple outline of a person of some sort, there is clarity in that purple outline. And the face is the same as the female form on that statue.
Wow.
One eye closed, one eye open, with some sort of pattern of dots or stars, some sort of mystic pattern around that eye.
And a titty hanging out.
No, the titty hanging out is on the marble statue. Jesus Christ. You fucking, none of you ever fucking listen.
I'm not going to lie. I totally pictured her with the titty hanging out.
Nice.
Yeah, the marble one with the long toga.
Yes, that's not the statue. That's not what he sees.
No, it's the female one.
This is
from
the Tiki
totem.
statue. With
Yeah.
the totem and the drawn-on masks that you can't remove.
This is the
Right.
this is the female form mask. It is the same.
Gotcha.
It is the same face. It is the same mask within that purple outline.
Sidebar: can I use a resolve or a resolve
You can.
to make those masks removable and wearable?
No, you cannot.
Damn it.
Nice. I like it.
No, that is not something you can do.
Can I make a resolve, rewind, edit in that the female Tiki had a titty hanging out?
Yes, you can.
There's only one body on that statue. But yes, we can make it so that both statues have a boob hanging out.
All right, because there's symmetry that way.
Outside of this game for just a moment, meta, if you will, I would like to make a personal resolve to change my ringtone to "She got a titty hanging out," because I think that's fantastic.
Dude,
right.
can hook you up with that later.
Only King sees this, though.
Correct. Only King sees this.
So we don't get to see the titty.
No, you see the titty. You just don't see that the purple outline inside the flash of white has the same face as the female mask on the statue behind the desk.
Yeah, we can see the statue. Welcome back, Cotton. Where you been?
Oh my lord. Where are we?
Hey, you met Demon Shade?
Where is this place?
A couple feet beneath the surface.
We're underground?
Yeah, basement.
Guys, when I switched over, I saw the image in the light. It's the same face as that statue. I don't even know where that comes from.
Should I destroy it?
Well, let's play with this device. Actually, hold the device out to Cotton. Do any of these symbols mean anything to you?
There's a familiarity, but I have no idea.
Raymond gonna take a look at the perimeter, make sure we're not getting walked up on.
I'm going to press I'm assuming they're like rows of 4. You said there were 16 symbols?
15. 3 rows of 5.
I'm going to press the symbol that is in the second column, second row.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Third column, second row.
Nothing happened.
Cotton reaches over him and just button mashes.
Yep.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Let's just get it over with. What's this damn thing do?
Nothing happened.
I'm gonna put the device in my satchel unless anybody else wants to mess with it.
Shade accidentally, or as he's putting it over to put it in his satchel, accidentally activates it, and a little finger pokes out and turns the button off again, and then it pokes back into the box.
There's a finger in the box?
It just turns itself off. No, it's one of those idiot boxes that you flip the switch and it just turns itself back off.
Raymond, roll perception.
Ooh, I like that one. Okay, come on, baby. Oh, a parade of 2s. 4 of them.
You hear footsteps. Multiple footsteps from up the stairs, out the back of the large study room that you guys entered when you came down the stairs.
Hey, there's people coming.
Cotton, prepare for a fight. We're going to find the Bernsteins. Kill them.
Should I get King back here?
It's up to you.
No, we're gonna need you, Cotton. Feel him out. How many you got up there?
All right. I'd like to...
Oh, Cotton, you don't know this. Alexander Griffith is a mimic. There may be more mimic infiltration than we ever considered. And I'll pull out a couple of documents and show him.
Oh, crazy.
So if there's a way to disrupt them mentally even, so that maybe they lose their mimicry, that would be amazing. But we don't know. We don't know how to tell if they're mimics or not.
We're gonna kill them.
Right, naturally.
That's how we'll tell. Until we come upon the mayor or your father, we're killing everybody down
They're
there.
dead. Well, we at least have to knock them the hell out.
I'm actually not completely against that plan.
Shadow,
It's
are
Shade.
you... What's this talk of death? It's who?
It's Shade. I go by Demon Shade now.
Really?
Shadow's a lot more fun, Cotton.
Wow. Okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've never been better. I'm done playing nice. I'll kill everybody that gets in my way.
The new you.
Cotton, no. That's the circumstance. These mimics, who knows how far they've infiltrated. Surely Detroit's not the only place. They could be worldwide.
How do I know you're not a mimic?
We've devised a plan. We need to power walk 12 feet, and then say the word lanyap.
Lanyap. I know the code word. Oh, Cotton. Code word is lanyap.
You can't. I never heard this code word before. This is not very convincing.
Of course you've heard this code word. You were the one that came up with it when you were selling hats.
I mean, I know the word, but I didn't know it was a code. So the code isn't covering. Prove to me. Tell me something. Come on.
I have 2 words for you.
Wait, I guess you wouldn't know about the hat unless you were the real deal.
Perhaps.
What are your 2 words?
Caw-caw!
Yep.
Yes, you.
If that doesn't prove that I'm real, I don't know what does.
Cotton reaches out and gives him a big hug. It's the real you. Wow.
They could be anywhere.
Shadow, roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh, God.
3,
Roll a d6 again for me, please.
4.
Cotton and Ramen, are you two going to resist the fear that starts to come over you?
Yeah, I'll resist.
Yeah, I guess I probably ought to roll against that.
Roll willpower, please.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we don't want to get scared. What the hell's going on?
6.
3 total.
You both feel a fear start to creep up, but there's little to nothing that can scare either of you anymore, I think. You hear the marching of heavy footfalls coming down the stairway into the study outside. All of you do. What do you do?
Cotton, did you feel that?
Oh, I felt it. That was a serious chill up my spine.
There's a powered person with them. Ashkari, we got to take them out first. Feel them out. Find the man, the woman, whoever.
Is there another exit out of this?
Find the one that has those powers.
Cotton's looking for another way out.
There is none.
Okay. That's what I thought.
You are at a dead end.
Is there room in that office, like behind, like on top of the shelves, like amongst the taxidermy? Or is it too
I guess if you laid flat, you probably could. You know, if you pushed the taxidermy out of the way and you could try to lay flat between the top of the shelves and the ceiling.
Can I lay on my side and like arrange the taxidermy in front of me, kind of like
No.
ET style? You
No.
know, where like
You're a grown man.
I mean, okay.
I mean,
I was picturing a huge shelf too. I thought it was bigger than that.
And you did say small animals, but
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're not
it's a book.
online.
It's a bookshelf. It's not. You know what I mean? It's not.
It's not like the mantle.
15-foot ceilings.
So Shade like puts his finger to where his mouth would be in his mask and like immediately sort of goes into covert mode and situates himself behind the door. Like,
There is no door. The door is
oh,
blasted
that's right.
into
He
pieces.
blasted it open. Fuck. Behind the, like on the other side of the door frame. Like he just skinnies himself into that little, 2 foot, pulls out his daggers and waits.
Raymond, Cotton, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to use mind control to control the first few to turn around and try to prevent the rest from coming in.
Ooh.
Give me that roll.
5.
That's new.
You reach out with your mind, and amongst all of these footfalls, all of these people that you can hear, you only reach one mind.
You know what that means?
And what are you going to tell them to do? You will gain control. You will gain mind control over this person.
I want them to prevent themselves and their friends from coming in.
Interesting. Okay. Give me a second. I don't have the book pulled up. Do what you wish. Okay. You can control your target immediately, or you could spend one resolve to implant suggestions that will be triggered at some point in the future. Nice.
That's cool.
Dude, that's the Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Whoa.
Okay. So you hear,
But Raymond,
you hear. Hold on. You hear the steady marching of these feet, right? Like down the stairway. Cotton, describe for me what happens when you reach out and into this mind, which you recognize as frenzy.
What? But is it really frenzy or is it
no.
fucking mimic frenzy?
Well, the thing is, we may have killed Mimic Frenzy.
You've killed one mimic frenzy so far.
No, we killed real frenzy.
We killed real Frenzy. Yeah, you're right. Wow, so even in their heads, you think it's them.
So I reach out, I scan up the hallway in the general direction, and I only feel one mind. As I reach into that mind, I identify it immediately as Frenzy and convince Frenzy's mind to change direction, to stop the marching and to push the group backward. And upon that command in my mind, Frenzy stops immediately and backpedals a few steps and begins to turn around.
She is amongst, you don't know how many guard units, but you can
Chris.
hear dozens of footfalls.
So I had no idea they were guard units. Okay.
You
Got it.
have total control.
Right.
You have absolute autonomy with what she will do.
You control Frenzy. You got the joystick.
I want Frenzy to take some attendants out on her way out.
As she's leaving,
Yes. I want her to turn around and I want her to attack like the hind row of 3 or whatever and try to take them out.
okay, then I want you to roll 10 dice and tell me how many successes you get, please.
Come on, baby.
Let's go. Let's fucking
Roll
go.
it 10.
I only had 9, so I had to go get one. 7.
Tell me how Frenzy takes out 7 of the guard units.
Okay.
Dude.
Remember who I am and remind me what her powers were.
Frenzy is super fast and super strong.
Got it.
And you have full mind control.
Okay, so upon my command, she begins to backpedal, spins around, and as she's walking away, there's a row of 3 attendants behind her. She takes both of her hands and makes them into fists, punches the outside 2 in the chest, punches through, and then brings her arms together to try to disable the third.
Smash through all 3 of them.
You got 4 more to go.
Those 3 are a pile of metal and rubble, and she looks up, kind of jumps up backward, like her head's like she's doing a backflip, kicks off a rock on the wall, and shoots into the back of the next one in the group. How many are there total?
You don't know.
No, I don't know.
Way more than 7.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
This is just a good start.
So she's coming with such force that she immediately destroys the 4th one on the way through. And she runs up the side in a corkscrew and runs around and knocks out 3 more into the wall before turning around and beginning to run the other way.
Hell yeah. Raymond, what are you doing?
Raymond's going to grab that statue by the titty. What's the count out there, Cotton?
I don't know. A lot. I'm making some headway. I just The thing that's blowing my mind is Frenzy's out there. And I was just able to get Frenzy to take out a bunch of them, but there are a lot more.
Be careful, that's not Frenzy, that's a mimic.
All right. Raymond's running out of there.
You dash through the room and up to the stairs, and 4 wide coming down the stairs are columns of guard units. And they see you coming and raise their guns as if they are going to open fire on you.
Oh, Lord.
What do you do?
Well, let's start slinging that statue around.
Sling it around. Give me some dice.
Might roll?
You can use martial arts for this if you want to. I mean, you're using an improvised weapon, so, add another die to it.
You can't really call it martial arts with a 6-foot porcelain or marble statue.
Why
Let's
can't
just
you?
go with-
You're a fucking superhero. You can lift 25,000 pounds.
It's a wiffle ball bat.
It's a fucking, yes, it's a goddamn baseball bat in your hand.
Well, right.
Right. All right. Well, hell, we'll take the dice.
Think of it as a shillelagh.
Yep. Here it comes. Oh, 6s all day. Got 4 of them standing. 5 plus. 5 plus 0. 5.
Tell me how you take out 5 of them at the front of this line.
He runs. Is there any head space in the stairwell?
Yes.
Okay.
It's you know what I mean?
Big, wide stairwell.
Yeah, it's a big, wide stairwell.
We're in a mine. Okay. Yeah, he's going to go in there, leap up, fling the marble statue at one beneath him, fall down beside it, pick her up by the head, fling her overhead, smash the 2 closest ones, and then he's going to jump up and split kick 2 more.
You land down at the front of this group of mimics. Shadow, land down at the front of this group of guards.
Right.
Shadow, you hear the crash, you hear the hiss of steam and the electricity as these guard units are busted into pieces. What are you doing? Are you staying in the doorway and waiting, or are you moving out?
You said it was quite a big hallway, there was a lot of room?
Yes, the stairway is I think it's 10 or 15 feet wide. I mean, it's like a big, wide staircase carved down into this study.
Can I swing line? Is there enough room?
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, Shadow takes out his grappling hook and shoots it to the other side, or to the middle of the guard units. Just right on the other side of Ramen. And pulls it real tight back in the room. And then flies through the room like Tarzan. Well, let me roll, see how well I do.
Do it.
1 success.
One is enough to get across this space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not far. And it's not like you're swinging from building to building 300 feet in the air. Even if you were to misstep, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to fall into some chairs.
Right.
So you line shoots out, sticks into the ceiling, and you catapult yourself across the room.
And I want to
and land next to Ramen. Then what are you doing?
Well, I actually wanted to from swing line from the air. I wanted to drop and fuck some people up.
Oh, okay.
So would that be might or agility?
If you are fighting them with your fists and feet, it is might.
Okay.
Fists and feet. Demon Shade coming in hot.
He wants to get his hands dirty.
Hell yeah, boy.
4 total.
Nice.
Tell me how you take out 4 of the guard units.
Okay, so Shade steps into the hallway, pulls the rope taut, and lurches forward, swinging through the air, kicks one guard in the head. His head comes flying off, sparks fly out. He grabs the ivory-handled paper cutter and jabs it in another one's eyeball as he's landing to the ground. He does like a sweep kick, knocks 2 of them to the ground, and then takes his daggers that in his from his side and just shoves them in their chests. The sparks and the liquid fly out of it like blood out of the chest. It rips out the 2 daggers, puts them back, and then gives a look back to Raymond.
Raymond holds up a piece of paper. 7.8.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
It all started with the swinging. It was a messy entrance.
Hey, it's fair score.
It's
Fair
a fair
score.
score. It is.
Accepted by the judges.
7.8. Perfect. Frenzy is leaving. You can't see it because she's going down. She's going down the cave. I need Scarlet Spartan and Demon Shade to roll agility or toughness as machine gun fire rings out through the cavern.
Raymond gonna dodge.
How many times do we go over this?
Yep. Every time.
How many times do we go over this?
4 for Shade.
Raymond gonna dodge.
Bro, you are freaking
Okay.
bulletproof. What are you doing?
Go ahead.
Oh, nice. Hold on. 7.
Well, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Demon Shade, you're going to take 2 harm.
Yikes. Raymond.
No, Raymond, you were able to wiggle flow your way out of the bullets.
You feel that wiggle? No, he's gonna jump and do twists and flip.
Okay, tell me how you get out of the way of the bullets. Demon Shade, you will take 2 harm as the guard unit closest to you opens fire.
I think Shade shot his grapple into the ceiling and tried to hoist himself up to miss the bullets, and it caught caught his leg a little bit.
Hence the 7.8.
Raymond jumps into the air and does a 3/4 twist and a double backflip.
Right. He's trying to take the heat off of Shade. Trying to draw fire.
Perfect. Let's go to edge order
How did Cotton get so lucky as to not be fired on?
because you're still in the study.
No.
You didn't run out into the room.
No, that was Frenzy. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Got it.
You didn't run out
Yeah.
into the room.
Right.
And Frenzy took off at super speed down the hallway. She's gone. So let's go to edge order. Demon Shade, you're up.
All right, baby. What do the numbers look like now?
Yeah, I kind of assume I'm surrounded or about to be surrounded by guards on all sides.
Yes, there are dozens of them. This stairwell is full. It's 4 wide. And you can see them just pressing forward all the way down the stairs. And as you know what I mean, as far you can't see really down the cavern because you're at the bottom of the stairs essentially. But yes, there are dozens of them.
Okay. So I'm going to just fucking punch some motherfuckers. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. 5.
Yeah.
6, 7. 8 total successes.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Tell me how you take out 8 of the guard units
Yeah, so
and make it sexy.
the guard units are coming up the stairs.
Down.
They're coming down the stairs. Demon Shade feels the anger start to brew inside him. Charges up the stair full speed, dips his shoulder down, lays into one, and as it's being knocked off his feet, Shadow grabs its head and rips it off, using it as a inertia generating event. For a moment, looks like he's flying through the air a la Superman. He's gone straight horizontal to the ground. leading with his hands. Daggers out. 2 more. He comes into a land, slashes his daggers up. 2 more. Puts the daggers in his pocket. Does a somersault. Springs up. Does his legs around one of their heads. Rips it off. Springs off the wall. Jams his daggers into another one's chest. And as he lands, he looks at one directly in front of him and sort of points the other direction. And when it turns to look, he jams the daggers in its back.
Nice. Gotcha.
Gotcha!
You hear Paris Hilton's voice from down the hall. That's hot.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Sweet. Beautiful.
That was awesome.
Lovely violence. Scarlet Spartan, you're up.
We're taking high ground.
You're on the low ground.
Yep, we're taking the high ground. Let's follow Shade's block. Run up with body block tackle, punching guys into the wall, just leaping back and forth from wall to wall, smashing and kicking all the way through.
All right. Roll me some martial arts, baby.
Like squashing ants, smashing ants. All right, trying to follow Shade through. You must have some idea for going up. 7 total, baby. Yeah.
Tell me how you take out 7 more of these guard units as you attempt to take the high ground.
Just like he said, he runs up, grabs one by the head, smacks one into the wall, brings it around, smashes another one into the wall, leaps feet first towards one, presses his face into the wall, leaps across wall to wall, smashing 3 more on the way there.
Cotton, what are you doing?
I'm going to keep a hold of Frenzy's mind. As I see that she's starting to get further out of range, I'm going to stop her, turn her around, and have her take out another batch.
Roll 10 dice.
7.
Tell me how Frenzy takes out 7 more of these guard units.
It's awesome. It's like Cotton gets to play as king.
She turns around on a swivel, puts her arms out like Jesus, and lowers her head and attacks 3 rows of guards. The first row are disabled on contact. The second row are slowed down a little bit. And the third row turns around like he's gonna do something. And then she twists and busts them all up into a pile of metal just before he can act.
Sparks fly, steam hisses. Love it. Ramen and Demon Shade, I need you both to roll toughness.
All right. All kinds of hot dice. Oh my God.
5 total.
4 total.
This time, instead of the rattling of machine gun fire, you hear several metal canisters ping against the walls and the ground, and the entire hallway, the entire stairwell, the study, and the salt mine fill with gas, a noxious fume that starts choking you. You aren't going to take any harm, but you will have one more opportunity. Your movement is down to 0. You are stuck in place as you are gasping for air, trying to stay conscious.
Is the gas, does it like settle a little bit? Like could I try and swing line above it, pull myself out of the gas?
No, it almost immediately, the canisters open up and just fill the stairwell, the study, and the, from what you can see, because you can't see very far inside the gas cloud. But no, it's all the way to the ceiling. It's not like these are 50-foot ceilings. No, it fills the entire area. You are in the process of choking on this noxious gas. Cotton, you hear this happen, and you hear your friends choking and hacking and coughing, and you hear the footsteps of guard units approaching down the stairwell. What do you do?
How far away from Demon Shade and Ramen is Frenzy?
She is probably 50 feet, but she can't see them either. She is also caught up in the same
choking and coughing.
Yeah, she's in the mix. She's in the midst of them.
Well, you know what? I'll let you roll it. How about that? Since you have control of her. She has 10 toughness, so roll 10 dice.
Oh, that's not bad.
8. I'm going to spend a point of adversity.
Oh.
Damn.
Get nasty.
She is also caught choking, gasping for air, and you lose the mind control bond. What are you doing, Cotton?
I want to attempt. God, what am I doing? It feels helpless. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get in the fetal position. I'm gonna try to see how my friends. No, I don't want to see it. I'm seriously struggling with this decision. Because if I run out there, I'm choking too. I've got nothing to do. Telepathy isn't going to help me. Mind control isn't going to help me. And I'm just a dude.
Don't you have mind blast? Would that help? Or do you have to have a brain to be affected by mind blast?
Yeah. And I don't know, I'd be afraid I'd accidentally affect you because all the disorientation and it's a low roll.
Yeah, the Mind Blast is psychic damage that affects living beings.
Yeah.
Has no effect on inanimate objects, and in fact goes right through them unless they have a psychic presence.
I'm gonna change to King.
Okay, you change to King. The Flash. The purple, except instead of it being an outline, again, you see the face, the details of that female mask on that statue. And King is standing in the same room that you were just standing in, except now your friends are gone. You can hear marching feet through the study from outside, and you can smell this noxious gas slowly pressing its way into the study. What do you do?
Do you think I have enough knowledge to hold my breath and run and try to get my buddy?
Do you think you have enough knowledge to hold your breath?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you if you can think of that. Is that what you want to do? You want to hold your breath?
I just wondered if you thought it made sense, because I'm going to be a little disoriented and not really know what's going on. So,
right, you don't know where your friends are.
Right. So I guess that doesn't make sense.
Well, I'll tell you what. Roll intellect.
2.
You are pretty sure that you can hear your friends choking.
Okay. If I can, I'm just gonna hold my breath and run out down the hall as if I'm gonna go get them.
I think that this is a courageous thing more than it is even something of endurance. Although, you know what? I don't know. Let's talk about this. Do you think that this is physical resilience? Probably. To roll through a room full of noxious gas.
I think King is counting on his toughness to see him through this.
Yeah. I agree with that.
This is head down and survive whatever it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's right. Well, and then if I go to toughness and you read it, it says powers that affect you physically, as well as physical agents or toxins.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, for sure, it's toughness. Forget that I'm getting philosophical about this at all. I'll shut up.
I love it.
Roll toughness.
9.
9.
My toughness is 7.
I'm going to spend another point of adversity.
Oh,
Damn.
You are going to get to your friends. You are going to grab them up. But the mob of guard units, as well as the gas, is going to envelop all 3 of you. And you are all going to fall into unconsciousness.
As Shadow is drifting off into unconsciousness, he's like,
Renaissance City is a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition actual play produced by TTRP Theater. Jazz Abramowitz is Demon Shade. Chris Freedom is King and Cotton Dearborn. Dean Martin Jr. is the Scarlet Spartan, and I am Duke Walter, your Game Master. Thank you to the generosity of our Patreon supporters, T-Dorf67, Kamui, Adam Lake, Elira, Matthias Olson, Izzy Skirmish, Mr. Cultist, David Hagberg, M. Lemodi, and Jess Rogers. If you would like to join as a producer, please search TTRP Theater on Patreon. We are at Ren City Pod, RENCITYPOD, on Twitter. Also, make sure to check out and follow at TTRP Theater on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure to leave a review of our podcast, as this helps to get the word out about our game. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time for more Renaissance City.